Now that we have demystified some terms, how does it actually work? Within machine learning, there are three main types of problems. Let's dig into them. As always, this video has simplified topics. It is designed to expose you to key ideas and concepts. It's based on my own experience and personal views, and I would recommend doing further research yourself. The first problem is known as supervised learning. This is where you can identify the expected outcome from already known results, but want to be able to predict for unknown values. This means that you have labels for the output that can be used to train the algorithm. In this example, A represents 1, B is 2, and therefore as a human we know that E would be 5. But as an AI, it needs to learn this pattern. So really what supervised learning means is that it's able to learn from training data. Unsupervised, on the other hand, has no labels, and you can't train the algorithm on already known values. Unsupervised can be mainly used for finding similarity and grouping. This can be a more difficult problem, as there is nothing to learn from and the answer is unknown. The algorithm discovers its own patterns, and the human needs to validate it. In business, this would be grouping customers into different personas, or for image processing, grouping similar colors together. Finally, there is reinforcement learning. This is the most advanced, and is the closest to how humans learn. There are no labels, but rather the algorithm attempts to maximize a value known as a reward. This is a very different problem, as it is on a continuous timescale and focuses on action and reward. This is actually how humans learn. Imagine a baby in a kitchen. While they are learning, they can take actions and get positive or negative rewards. If they touch the stove and get burnt, this is a negative reward, and will not do it again. Whereas if they touch soft fabric, this is a positive reward, and they will try to do it again. Reinforcement learning is treated the same way. The agent is like the baby, and it makes choices. The environment is the kitchen. However, in AI, it can be very difficult to define what is considered the reward function for the algorithm. There are also subdivisions within these problems. Within supervised learning, there is classification, which is putting elements into distinct buckets. For example, is it a cat, dog, or car? The second is regression. This is on a continuous scale, such as predicting house prices and product sales. For unsupervised, there are also two subdivisions. Clustering, which is grouping similar data points together, and then dimension reduction, which identifies important drivers in a dataset. Understanding the type of problem you are trying to solve is important, as it frames how you can solve it. Can you think of some problems you're working on? Would they fall into any of these categories? In the next video, we'll go into more concrete examples. Thank you for watching. If you want more information, please use some of the links in the description. Feel free to leave a comment or question, and please subscribe if you want more content.